Welcome back to my Factorio Let's Play. I don't know why I was making this chest for all these, like thinking about it now, I'm like, there's better ways to do this. If I had tons of space in here, this probably would have worked fine, but I was just trying to visualize what all I needed to bring, and now this just looks messy. The best place to do it is going to be here on the spaceship once we get it built. In this, I could just start it now, but it's going to be right here in this requester thing. So right now I'm turning it off so that they don't start shipping rockets up and fill up the inventory space yet until we get some things built like the cargo bays so we have more space. I'm going to copy what is here. I believe I can do it, and then paste it on. No, it doesn't look like I can do that. There's probably a way to do it, but so belts, underground, splitters, inserters, power poles, and pipes. So belts, I believe we had 1,000. Undergrounds, probably 200. Jeez, kitty. Splitters, probably about 200. My cat hears me talking, and she immediately wants attention. Okay. Inserters, 200. Come here, kitty. Hello. Bulk inserters, we'll do 200. Power poles, we only really want these ones. We'll do about 300 of those. Maybe the long ones. 100 of those. And then I believe we had pipes. So we'll do 3 stacks of those, and for these, maybe 3 stacks as well. Which I think pipes stack to 300, so rocket capacities too. So we'll do 200. That's a full rocket of them. And then some pumps. I'm just thinking of all the things like we're gonna need on Fulgora for our first land there. Okay, so we got that done. First row of those, all good. And I'm gonna leave this chest here. I'm not gonna get rid of it because I'm just gonna slap down a inserter right here, and it'll just start unloading into the rocket silo and launch rockets up into space because it's demanding those things already. So we have blue belts unlocked, but I'm not going to make blue belts yet in my base. That's just something I think it's better to wait till you get to Volcanus for. We have a while before this starts taking off, I guess. Why is this not taking in? This is not running. This is disabled by control behavior because it's being told to only grab when those are less than 40, which it's not, so it's not grabbing anything else. So that's a problem because it's full of the light green, but it's not getting the dark green. So I'm gonna have to use a filter here, and I'm gonna tell this to input dark green only, and I'm gonna have to copy that because that's a design flaw. Whoops. Because the control signal is saying, well, there's 40 of those in there, so I'm not working anymore. Which is a problem. Glad I looked at it now. And I thought about what would have fixed this. This is still a solution, but I could have just done the same design that I did here, up here, and set it to be dark green at the export on top, or the export. Like how this one is right here, the light green goes onto the top side of the belt. I could have just done the same here and done the export of dark green, since it would be facing that one on the inside, and then the light green would have gone out the other side. But I thought about that afterwards. I was like, oh, but you know what? I found a solution. This looks a little funky, but it works. So we'll leave it for now. We researched these assembling machine 3s. So I'm going to put down a machine building those, because we have a lot of these. They take assembling machine 2s and speed module 4s. So we're going to just throw down a machine like right here. Why not? This works. And we're gonna make this making assembling machine 3s. Put speed modules in there so it goes faster. It's gonna take in stuff from this chest, and it's gonna output stuff into a red chest. And we want lots and lots of those. I can also make beacons. So I need to set up something making beacons, because we're gonna want that pretty soon here. And the nice thing about logistics chests is you can just start placing things that you want to build like this in any space that you have available for it. So these, put some speed modules in there, because I think they have a good amount of crafting time on them. Yep, not great. Gotta start bringing the logistics network down this way, so that things get repaired down there as well, just like we did over at this side of the base, so that these get repaired. That should connect. Okay. Go back to this, and why aren't these grabbing? Oh, they are. Okay. Just taking a while because my bots are so slow. Okay, so we're making beacons now, which we need for speeding some other stuff up. And I also said, now that I'm thinking about it, that I was going to change these out with the tier 2. There we go. These tier 2 modules. We just have a shortage of red chips, I guess. Seems about right. Oh, it's because plastic is kind of waning. My cat is freaking out. Hi. Sure, it's picking it up on the mic. So nice. Thanks, Jinx. Yeah, this is rough. Chips are kind of struggling. We just need better belts. And I think for the plastic, it's just a fluid ingredient issue. Now we have too much light oil. So we need more cracking. So we'll put speed modules in all of those. It's crazy. It's always something. That should crack into more light oil, hopefully, with those speed modules, and then maybe even some beacons later. I just have to be careful with putting speed modules in everything because I don't want our power to tank. But let me finish this. There we go. Okay, so now we're making beacons. We're making tier 3 assemblers and all. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I'll put down an upgrade on this, so this is going faster. Gonna put down the tier 2 modules for quality. It looked like we had, where were they at? About 9, so we can upgrade all of these to start making better ship parts. Tier 2 in all of these. And that just gives us a better chance of having a higher quality. I mostly want like these and these, but these also help to have the better quality of cargo containers, cargo bays. They start with an inventory bonus size of 20, and then they go up by like that much for each one. So it's pretty useful. Let's see, what else are we doing? Go back to what I'm requesting up here. We almost have this thing fully built. And then we can start designing the ship. So once we get over there, the next group of things we're gonna probably want is, I'll do like 30 roboports, 200 of each of the bots. Can I send up a cargo landing pad? No, that's a space platform starter pack. Cargo landing pad, rocket capacity 1, so I can. I don't think I'm making those anywhere though. I'm not. So those take steel, blue chips, and do I want it quality? Radar cover distance, that's not really something I want better quality of, so we can just put this here, put this, and requester chest for the concrete. Okay. It needs 200, so crafting time of how long? 30 seconds, so I'll have them bring over like 250. Alright. We'll limit that. We don't need that many of these cargo landing pads, but we're going to want to send one up. At least for the initial drop down to Fulgora. So one cargo landing pad. We're gonna want, we'll just start off with one stack of each of the logistical chests, except the green ones. I'm still not really that versed on what those are good for yet, so I don't really use them. I'll send up a stack of, those can probably be made over there. It's not that important. I think it's more important to send up like the super complex stuff that can't really be made easily to start off. So I'm gonna send a stack of these. We're gonna do a stack of these. Solar power is not great over there, but accumulators would be good to start off with. So I'm gonna do like 150 accumulators to start off over there. Offshore pumps, a couple stacks of those. Pump jacks, I don't think you need. Electric mining drills, I'll definitely need. So I'll send that many over. I don't think I need oil refineries, but chemical plants, yes. I'll have to double check that. Maybe I need oil refineries, but I don't think so. And then I'll send 10 labs. Am I even making labs? I don't think I'm making labs. I'll send some modules over there just to start off with. 1 stack of each. Who knows if I'll need them or not, but you know, just in case I do. And then there's always something you forget when you first go to another planet. There's always something you're like, man, I wish I would have grabbed that. That's why you need to design a rocket or a spaceship that can go back and forth a few different times in between planets. Because inevitably, no matter how long you plan, you're going to forget something. But that's okay. Yeah. For now, I think that's pretty good for our first drop. We're going to need quite a bit of space for this. So we can start designing the ship now, I think. Oh, let me queue up a research or two. Oh, that's all the purple science. Maybe I'll wait till next episode to design this ship more, because I want to do like just that, like focus all on that. And now that we're out of things to research for all the science we have unlocked, besides, you know, like finishing these last couple purple science, white science, I think I should get some yellow science going. Plastic is still kind of struggling. So we just have so much of this. Are these not in... Or do we just not have enough blue? We just don't have enough. So clear this off, upgrade that, put speed modules in that. Yeah, we don't have enough blue modules being made because we don't have enough red chips coming in because we don't have enough plastic. It's a never-ending cycle. So how do we remedy that? I think we just crack more light oil, like build another thing of these going. Like up here, because we have a lot of light oil and there's a excess light oil being produced over here. So I think we just make more oil cracking, to be honest. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. And hopefully I don't need more water pumps. I figure I will find out if that's the case. If I end up needing more water pumps, then I'll see a slow flow somewhere. But for now, that should be good. Because that's our problem. We have all the oil that we need except for petroleum. And we're not getting petroleum because we have just too much of this oil. So, solution, crack more. Okay. Then, for yellow science. What do we got to do for yellow science? I feel that some of the issues I'm having right now are going to come into play when I start trying to make yellow science, because blue chips, flying robot frames, low density structures, which are all things that I use, almost all things I use to send rockets. So we divert all that. It's going to go, we have these kind of piled up just sitting here, so these do theoretically have enough to make, or yeah, these have enough to go towards making yellow science. I just have to be careful that it doesn't slow down our rocket launches if I do that. Let me think about it. So what's more important, getting yellow science research done or getting to Fulgora and getting the EM plants? I really think I'm gonna need a few upgrades of projectile damage before I feel safe flying the spaceship. So let's do that. I'm just going to copy the setup I have made for these flying robot frames. So I gotta be careful. I want to use these a bunch, but they're not that abundant yet because I don't have a ton of blue modules just yet. I don't have like an insane amount of blue modules. So we'll start with these. Or actually, we're gonna start with how I've been doing it. I haven't made a science video in a while. So I forgot how I do this. So I do this at with the final product that I desire first. So first and foremost, I'm just gonna run over there since I'm right next to it. First and foremost, we are going to put down, oh, I took that off my hotbar. We want to make yellow science. So 15, is that how many of these I made? Yeah, 15. I'm just gonna throw down lights here and there because it's getting kind of dark and I can't see. We're gonna start at the end product. So we want to make yellow science. We are going to need two things. Well, three things. We're gonna need and actually it's gonna come up from the bottom right here. And then this one can come over from wherever I start making the flying robot frames. So we're gonna do this and this. And they're going to be output onto a belt and taken to the science labs. Alright, to power this up. These are going to come in on a joint belt. This one's going to go this way and follow the purple science down. This joint belt is going to be made up of low density structures and blue chips. Build the belt that takes it. right here. So that's going to be where the science travels to get researched. I'm just waiting for my bots to give me more belts. And we split off the blue chips and low density structures. Hopefully a decision we don't regret, because we don't have that good of a production of that. But that's okay. I'll just focus on researching the physical projectile damage, which will help us destroy the asteroids in between planets easier. So, speed models on these because they take forever. Let me check on this, make sure this is all running as it should again. Okay, perfect. It looks like it is. And then we're gonna put down this. Where's the output of these? Right here. So now all we have to build is these flying robot frames, and we will have... I don't really want these old power poles here, but whatever, it's fine. That was in the blueprint from the copy and paste I did from right here, because we've been using it, you know, so long ago. These aren't getting built because there's not a robo-board out here, I guess. Close enough. Okay, so we just have to build these things, which take... I'm just gonna look at this one. So I brought in a split belt of green chips and steel onto one of these. So I'll do that here. One will be green chips. And one will be steel. And then on the other belt, I need batteries and electric engine units, which are its own whole thing in itself. Trying to see how many I make to see if I could leech it off of there, but I don't know if this is like what's possible and what is like actively doing. Like I don't know if it's factoring in like the production and consumption if these aren't working. I probably should just make them all right there down like before the science. So we can do that. Okay. Batteries we can just bring over from where we're making them right here because they're kind of sitting idle. Uh-oh, lost a robot there. So batteries are gonna come over. Batteries will go right here. And then we just need electric engine units. So same thing as I did before. We're gonna copy my blueprint I've already made from up here, making electric engine units. And then we just gotta hook up all these things. So they're gonna be output right here and fed in. Then we have to get the lubricant here. We have to get the green chips and the engine units. Engine units will be coming in right here. Green chips will be coming in right here. Farther down a little bit so it doesn't get too messy. And then we just have to make engine units. Oh, and the lubricant also, which is going to be... I think I'm going to end it here and finish this off at the start of the next video. It's going to take a little bit more time. But anyways, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. We're almost at the point where we're going to launch to another planet. So that's pretty exciting. But for everybody still here watching, leaving comments, I really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for watching.